What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Chop. Today, we're going to be talking about the Halo Infinite gameplay trailer that was really controversial. Now, I know this video is coming up a little late, and everybody else has already kind of thrown their 2 cents in there, but I figured, hey, let me wait and see what everybody else thinks compared to what I think. So I'm just gonna be going over the stuff we see in the trailer, maybe address some of the criticisms, and just throw my 2 cents into what I think and what I see in the trailers. So let's get straight into this. So I'm gonna start out with the biggest and probably most controversial thing about the reveal, and that is the visuals, the graphics. I've seen a few videos saying that the graphics for Halo Infinite don't really look next gen. People are even going as far as comparing it to Halo 3 and saying that it doesn't even look as good as a game from 2007. But do the visuals really look that bad? Honestly, I'm kinda mixed about this. For starters, let's go over some of the positives. The classic art style is back and it just looks freaking phenomenal. Classic looking elites, Halo 3 style brutes, it's pretty damn cool. They even mixed in some of the newer 343 grunts with the older Bungie style grunts, and hey, I'm perfectly okay with that. But as for the actual graphics, the graphical fidelity of the game, for me, it's a little weird. Because in the cutscene when Brohammer and Chief are bantering back and forth, the game looks freaking awesome. It looks spot on. But when Chief steps out of the Pelican, there's just something that doesn't seem right. And every time I look at it, I can't really put my finger on it. It doesn't look bad, but something just seems off. And I think it has to do with the lighting. Honestly, I think it's gotta be the lighting that's just making the game not look as good as it could. Yeah, sure, the assault rifle looks a little bit plasticky, like there's no roughness around it, like it looks like it's fresh off the assault rifle press, but something like that doesn't really bother me. It's just when Chief steps out of that Pelican and the light just shines down, something about it just feels off. Another thing with the visuals is the color of the armors, specifically for the Covenant, Elites, and Brutes. The colors really look a little plasticky. They don't look very metallic like they did in previous games, and I really think that metallic sort of look is a lot better than this really brightish kind of plasticky looking colors. And the Phantom kind of looks like a flying Tesla. I don't know if Elon Musk is working with the Banished, but that's kind of what it looks like. And the flight path looks a bit janky. It doesn't look as smooth as it does in previous games. And of course, the clouds and the grass popping in and out. But I have a feeling that things like that are gonna be banged out before the game releases. Now let's talk about sounds. As for the sounds, again, I'm a little bit mixed. The assault rifle, I think sounds pretty dope. I heard people saying that it's kind of generic and that all the other assault rifle sounds are way better. And while the Halo 1 assault rifle will always be my favorite, this new one still sounds pretty cool. It's beefy, and I really like that. Honestly, my least favorite assault rifle is the Halo 3 assault rifle. I just don't like the way it sounds. It really sounds like a pea shooter, which it kind of is in the third game, but that's a different point. The grunts firing their plasma pistols kind of threw me off a little bit, because those plasma pistols didn't really sound like plasma pistols. And the plasma pistol has always sounded relatively the same for as long as I can remember. I can't vouch for Halo 5, because the last time I played that was 2015. But, hey, I guess it's not too bad. Now, one of the new guns they showed off, the Commando, I believe it was called, I don't know why, but this gun gives me Destiny vibes for some reason. Granted, I haven't played Destiny since the first game came out way back when, so it could just be me. And also, I don't think it sounds really too great. It's got a slower rate of fire, so I really feel like it should have like a bigger oomph, like really sound hard hitting. The shotgun and this new pistol are okay, I guess. A little bit generic, but not bad. The new pistol kind of gives me Halo 2 Magnum vibes, and I really hope the new pistol isn't a replacement for the regular Magnum. If they're going to put it in alongside the OG Magnum, that's great. That's awesome. Do that. And again, I really hope the new shotgun isn't a replacement for the OG shotgun, despite claims that it is. I just really hope it isn't. Oh, and the music. It's sounding pretty damn good so far. Now let's get a little bit into the gameplay mechanics. It looks like aim down sights is gone, and I appreciate that. Sprint is still here, but that's kind of a given. I don't think it's ever really going to go away. And it doesn't really look like you can run nearly as fast as you did in Halo 5. It doesn't look like you can ass boost and hover in different directions either, so that's nice. There's no health bar. God, I really wish they had the health. I really missed the health from Reach, Combat Evolved, and ODST. It just added a bit of tension to the gameplay, you know? The spike grenades are back, which is pretty dope, although it does seem like they have a bit of a longer fuse, which is perfectly fine by me, and a pretty dope looking stun grenade, or if that could be equipment. Speaking of equipment, it seems to be back. And that's pretty awesome. I mean, equipment was always fun to mess around with in Halo 3. Some were pretty useful, some not so much, but just the fact that they were there to mess around with is awesome. Being able to pick up fusion coils. We've done it, boys. We can finally yeet fusion coils at our buddies. Grappling hook. Now, when I first heard about this, I wasn't too excited. I was thinking, oh no, Chief's gonna be grappling around all over the place like Batman or something. But it looks rather tame, and it's only a one-time use and has a cooldown, so that's pretty good. It's cool how you can grapple onto enemies and grapple fusion coils that are further away to yeet at your buddies. I thought it was freaking great how the brute can just yeet suicide grunts at you. I can only imagine now. Instead of Call of Duty World at War veteran grenade spam on Halo, it'll be Halo Infinite legendary suicide grunt yeeting spam. Yeah. Sounds chaotically awesome. Now I want to talk a little bit about the dialogue and how the characters interact with each other. Chief just sounds awesome, like he always does, and Brohammer. I like Brohammer. I like the dynamic that he has with the Chief.
Found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered.
It's like he's on this adventure with Chief, and he's constantly getting shot at and almost killed, and he just kind of loses it for a moment, probably like any normal human being would. And this feels like a genuine argument or conversation that would actually happen. He doesn't come off like, a dick like Captain Del Rio. And also, this line,
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look together.
I don't know why, but when Chief said that to Brohammer, I just smiled. Now, in previous Halo games, the Covenant have always sort of communicated with each other. They'd shout out when they spotted you and tell people to throw grenades and stuff. But it felt like they were doing that a bit more in the trailer. I noticed when Chief killed a grunt, the elite shouted it out that he had just killed a grunt. a brute dove out of the way of Chief's grenade and yelled to the rest of the squad that he threw a grenade. And I also noticed that when he killed one brute, another one commented to a brute saying that he should have protected him. At least that's what I think he said. I'm getting a little bit of Fear 1 replica vibes, which I think would be awesome. And I kind of hope that maybe they expand on this a little bit with like Covenant squads really communicating with each other, explaining like, hey, we were going to flank around or throw your grenades at him and try to flush him out and stuff like that. I think that would just be really cool. Now, the one thing I do not like is the Jackals speaking English. I think they started doing that in Halo 5, and I am just not a fan. The Jackals have always spoke their friggin' jackal language, and it's just so off hearing them speak English. It's just, I just don't like it. And at the end of the thing, the brute who was giving his little spiel, I forgot who his name was, sue me. I think he sounds pretty damn cool.
Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't.
I think in his speech, he should have called Chief Demon instead of Spartan, because I think that would have been a little bit more fitting, because, I don't know, he's just always been called Demon, but other than that, he sounds really dope, and I just love the whole fact that the Banished are here. It's just awesome, and I hope we get to see Atriox, or at least hear him or something, because Atriox sounds like a damn beast.
Everyone you can on that ring. Take it from the humans. Prove you are still worth your price.
And now that the Banished are here, wouldn't it be cool if the Spirit of Fire showed up somewhere in the campaign and helped out Master Chief and the remaining UNSC forces? That would be so cool to just have Red Team and all the other Marines just coming to assist them with their equipment that was issued to them like 30 years ago and is like out of date. And you got like the old guys with their old equipment mixed in with the new guys, and they just sort of mesh and fight together. That would be awesome. And that's really all I gotta say about the gameplay reveal. And all in all, it's not bad. I'm still pretty confident that this game will come out swinging. I hope it does. And so, yeah, what do you guys think about Halo Infinite so far? You like what you're seeing? You not like what you're seeing? Did I forget to add something? Just let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I will see you next time.